This is Jam Between the Pages, and today we are going to be checking out my favorite, most badass female ever, Mikasa Ackerman. Thank you guys for joining me again today. We're going to be doing another anime unboxing, going back to our roots a little bit here. We're going to be checking out, like I said, Mikasa Ackerman, hence why I'm wearing this sweater. I know it's a little more anime. It's really anime, you know. Typical graphic hoodie you usually see and all that, but I thought it was appropriate. We're going to be opening from one of my favorite studios of all time, which is LC Studios. I have already their airing, and then I've seen all of their other work that they've done, and it looks amazing. Hands down, one of the best quality-wise and everything, so I've got my hopes up really high for this one. But there's certain things that I'm a little worried about, so once we get into the statue, you'll see what I mean. So this is the art box for the LC Studio Mikasa Ackerman, but during shipping, sadly, she did get a little damage. So we're hoping that the box is the only thing that got hurt and the actual figure is still safe, but we'll have to first open her up and see if that's true or not. Let's not, linger too much on it. I really want to see this. I've been dying to open this one up for a while now. I really want to see the other options that you get, because I went for the upgraded version of this figure, because I'll explain. All right, we got her out. Now just to get her fully out. See what we got ourselves into here. Okay, we got a lot to go through. Alright, so back to it. I know there's like a big cut right there. I had to figure this all out because, to be honest, it was a little bit more complicated. As you can see, I'm going to turn her around, but in the back right here, you see all the cords that go into her ODM gear. It was a little bit complicated because I didn't know exactly where they went, and some of them weren't bending the way that they're supposed to be, especially in the picture that comes along with the actual art box and the pre-renders that they show to sell the product. So I had to do a little bit of maneuvering. Thankfully, cross my fingers that nothing else happens right now, but nothing broke. Great. Everything came out good in the box, so I'm really happy about that. And other than that, though, this figure looks amazing. Of course, I'll give you the close-up, but if you look at it, not only does she have the scout cape on the back, the one that they always have, she has it on the ground that's ripping off the surface of the actual base. Then you also have Eren in his Attack Titan form on the base as well, with her basically standing over him, which looks so badass. And then the base itself looks really cool. I love how they made it so it looks like the chains are being lifted up too, but they're slowly breaking off at the bottom. You have the scout emblem right there as well, and she just looks like a badass. The scarf, the sword, everything about this screams Mikasa's ready to kill you. And of course, this is actually one of the versions that you can have, because the head, she comes with two heads and she comes with two arms. So with this one, she has the thunder spear, and then along with her hair, which is grown out, right? This is more later on in the future, which a lot of people wanted her to have long hair. I personally am more of a fan of the short hair, but that's what I'm going to show you the next one now. So let me change her up a little bit. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is, to be honest, how I think I'm going to keep her, because I love the short hair. And then her other arm is her carrying the decapitated head of Eren, which I think is such a great symbolism for this, showing of what she had to do in order to gain the freedom of humanity. Super cool. I love the detail that you see on this one too. I love Eren's face. I love her face, how serious it looks, like she's ready to murder you. Oh man, this is just so perfect. She is one of my favorite characters of all time, and the way that they made this statue look, 10 out of 10. It's my favorite figure now, I think, in my whole collection that I have, and I don't see it ever leaving me, ever. I am never going to get rid of this. This is going to be handed down to my family, next of kin, everything. It has to stick around. It's just so clean. I love the base. I love the sword. I love the Thunder Spear. The Thunder Spear is really cool. I think that's a really cool addition that they have for it, and the long hair variant too. But this just feels more, you know, more closer to the show itself, and that's kind of what I want. I'm actually building kind of like, in a way you would call it, a little shrine to Attack on Titan, which shows how Eren and Mikasa split up and what inevitably happened, which is this, and then Eren with the other LC Studio figure of him, of what inevitably happened to him, which he then becomes the founding Titan, becomes the bad guy of the show. So I think it's going to look really, really cool on my display. Let me know if you guys want to check that out as well, if you guys want to see that. But other than that, I think that's going to have to do it for LC Studios. Just a heads up for anybody else that gets this figure, please keep in mind the wires sometimes in the box they get a little bit deformed because they've just been sitting there, so they might get warped a little bit. So if they do, please look at this video. I'll show again on here. I'll even take a photo and show it right here of how each wire is supposed to be. So just keep that in mind. Also, before you guys go, it also comes with this cool little coin that shows you of which one you got, which is really, really cool. All the details that LC Studio brought in, it's again a 10 out of 10. Love this figure, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Please go check out the anime if you haven't seen it yet. This is still one of my top 5 animes of all time, and this figure is probably in my top 2 or 3 right now. I think it is my #1 favorite figure behind the Black Clover one. Unless the next Black Clover, which might be coming on the show, will probably knock this one down. It'll stay in my top 5 though, for sure. But other than that, please join me again for next time. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see. If you want to see any of my other figures, if you want to see the collection that I have in my room, not just the little shrine that I'm building to Attack on Titan, but all the other figures that I have and my swords. Continue to give the channel a little bit of love, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much, and please come back again.